13. The new season will see the continuation of Dream Team, Max Verstappen and Sergio.
You must be our new team principal. It's so great to meet you. I'm Audrey, one of the team engineers. I'm happy to show you around. Let's be honest. Here at Red Bull, we're on a winning streak and we're not prepared to give it up. I hope you've got impressive stamina because we're forging on ahead this season with more determination than ever. In this area, you have a centralized view of what a team... The board sets season objectives for the team to achieve. Reaching them will help keep confidence high. So be sure to familiarise yourself with what... You'll always be able to see what the team's next race is from here, and how long you have left to prepare. Our next Grand Prix will be the first of the season. As it's your first day, though, there's nothing urgent for you to address. Feel free to explore more, or you can select continue and sign off for the day. Once you do, time will... Here's your inbox. Watch out... Income from sponsorships is vital for a team, and there are different ways we can increase our revenue through sponsorship. Outside of a race weekend, we will gain ongoing passive income through scheduled sponsorship events over the season. Just bear in mind that these sponsorship obligations will interrupt day-to-day management of the team in some way. For example, an event might mean the factory output is paused temporarily. Running an F1 team is expensive, and careful finance management is essential. You can see our current balance here. Most of the team's budget is decided by the board at the start of the season. There's also whatever income we get from last season's prize money, and any extra sponsorship revenue we earn. Whenever you're making financial decisions, make sure you're considering our cost cap. It's a mandatory spending cap on team transactions, with certain exceptions. If we go over the cost cap, whether intentionally or by accident, the team will receive a fine. The board are the ones who set the expectations for the team. If they're confident in your leadership, don't forget to check in with the board often. You can take a look at sponsorship performance targets here. Here we've got the performance targets for this coming weekend. If we meet these targets, we'll gain extra revenue. If we don't meet the target, it won't cost the team anything. Improving our cars is a constant process if we want to stay. If you want to install a new car part on a car, it's worth taking the time to compare the stats of the new part with the stats of the one already installed. Any aerodynamic parts will undergo an inspection following every race weekend. If an aero parts condition is too... Let's introduce you to the team drivers. They're under contract with us for the season, and their professional development and... Each driver has their own strengths, as well as areas to improve. Any driver who participates in a race weekend is going to... You'll want to keep an eye on drivers' morale as each race driver has an assigned race engineer who will communicate to the driver when they're... To ensure your team is developing as desired, you can set up a targeted development plan for any of your drivers. If you want to direct your staff to focus on specific areas of their development, you can do so here. From here, you can see all the team's facilities, from the staff buildings to the car parts warehouse. You can build new facilities. Over time, facilities will degrade and become less effective. So It's not just the fastest car that makes a team the best in F1. It's the people doing the hard work behind the scenes. Manage your staff from here. Check here to see what your sporting director has planned for the pit crew. You can also come up with a detailed development plan of your own for them. Each car part we design will impact different areas of a car's performance, but certain parts will have a greater impact than others. Focus on parts that improve weaknesses or will be good for upcoming races. Testing is also an important step in designing a new car part. Testing can be done through use of our wind tunnel or by using computational fluid dynamics. You can direct the engineering team to focus on specific areas of performance. Aerodynamic car parts each weigh extra, and together will add weight to the car build. Designing aero parts with higher durability will increase condition life of a part, but any durability improvements will come with the payoff of extra weight. Lighter car parts will last for fewer races, making them more expensive on average. For each design project, you also... We have an excellent scouting team, and their job is to scout potential new staff members for the team. You never know what hidden gem they might be able to uncover. You can direct the scouts to carry out a standard or detailed scouting of a potential staff member, depending on if you think someone could be a good fit for the team. Feel free to propose a contract. Just make sure you have a good idea of what they will accept in a negotiation first. pit crew are a vital part of our team. Their reliability and speed. The pit crew development plan will focus on a balanced training approach, but you can give them further instruction. The pit crew are always so busy training. You can access the team's training schedule through the calendar, and just bear in mind that as the pit crew's job, and therefore training, is very physical, they can become fatigued. Remember, the constructor with the highest number of fastest pit stops will win the DHL. Once you're happy with the pit crew training schedule, make sure to confirm it.
Welcome to Sakir. Doesn't it feel good to be back? As we start a brand new season, the slate is wiped clean, and all 20 drivers prepare to make an instant impact ahead of an exciting year. Bahrain is known for high tyre degradation, as the asphalt here is so abrasive. The drivers are facing many low to medium speed corners, and any heavy braking will inevitably take its toll on the tyres. Williams are taking a gamble this weekend on a new driver, but you have to ask, will it pay off? The weekend begins here.
Welcome to your first race weekend with the team. A normal race weekend starts with 3 practice sessions, a knockout qualifying session, and then the race itself. Later in the season, we'll encounter some different formats, such as a sprint weekend. Once you're ready, we can move on. Over here's our race preparation area. This is where you can make any changes you need ahead of the upcoming practice session. The team will put together a run plan for the session, but you can review and make changes to it. Bear in mind that tyre usage... Feel free to look at the run plan and the different options available. Then we can move on when you're ready. During race weekends, you can decide whether you want to manage the practice sessions yourself or whether to hand over control to your team. As it's your first race weekend, you should let the team handle the practice sessions.